So I touched on this a little bit in the other nature video, but when you can't get out to it, right? When you can't get into nature, again, look out your windows. And if you see a tree or a flowering shrub, just notice and register it in your brain that it's there and look to it. Look outside the window and look at that tree, right? Or look at that shrub or look at those flowers. Those things can be helpful. Um, Again, plants in your house, right? Often you can find people who will give away free starts. Sometimes there's plants, start sales and you can get good deals. Or many of mine I've just gotten from cuttings from friends. So if you have friends who have a lot of plants, ask them if you could take some cuttings to start some of your own. Again, with the trees or pictures of nature, any kind of nature, bring that into your house, right? Find some magazines with pictures, hang up pictures of nature, right? Of beautiful scenes or of I have trees in many places in my house in lots of different styles um, because I love them. They make me happy when I look at them. So have in your life things like that, things that you can just place around you, right? So you see them more. Wonderful plants like citronella. This is from a friend in Oregon. Thank you, Anna. Um, when you brush past them, they smell too. Geraniums, I have distinct and vivid memories of being a child and my mom's geranium plants and that odor when you would brush past them. So, plants are wonderful. Pictures, another thing, and this is again, this could be this. You can use an Oculus. There's a lot of different nature things you can do on there where you can be in nature. The Neural Meditation Institute, I believe, has an app that you can do neural meditations while you're like looking at nature imagery. So you can look on there. That's just another option. I encourage that if you have one or if you can afford one. But again, that's cost, and I'm not a big fan of things that you have to pay for. So also tap your memory. Remember, if you have been to beautiful places in nature or your own photographs, right? Have those handy, pull them out, look at them often, and then use your memory to recall, right? Recall with your senses. Remember all with each sense what you were experiencing when you were in that place. And you will give your brain a similar hit. It's like tricking it that you've been there. And because you have, in that moment, when you bring in all of your senses, that memory is like, boom, it's there and it's activated. Memory isn't a place in your brain, it's a fingerprint of an experience. And so draw on memory, especially when you're in times where you can't get out into nature. Remembering fully can truly help you feel that same emotional feeling, that vagal. It shifts you into that ventral vagal. So you can get that same hit from using your memory.